Okay.
So yeah, yesterday in the performance tuning, yesterday we discussed about automatic workload repository reports and ADDM reports,
Yes.
automatic database diagnostic management report. Okay, so
Yes.
those two reports are used to analyze the complete database statistics. Okay, it's not like
Okay.
a particular query or it's not like for a set of queries. So it will give for a snapshot. It will give the in the snapshot period. It will give complete database statistics. But if you want to analyze for a particular query or a single query or single session, so if you want to analyze analyze, if you want to track the issue with a single session or if you want to track the issue with a single query, then we need to use these three tools. One is explain plan, one is SQL trace and TK proof and auto trace. Okay, so these three options are available for tuning the queries or tracking the session issues and all.
Okay.
Okay, explain plan.
Yeah.
Explain plan is nothing but it's completely at query level. So suppose one query is taking time. You are assuming like one query is taking time. So I want to get the analysis report of the explain plan query, how it is running. So whether it is going for which rule or not. So those things we can identify with explain plan, and then we can tune the query with the plan statistics. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And SQL trace plus 3K proof. So SQL trace is nothing but for a particular session I want to analyze. Suppose you are connecting to Java application.
Okay.
So with that Java application, there is something going wrong with that session. So whenever you connect it to Java application, so if you want to analyze the issue with a particular session, so if you want to know what are the queries that are running in the particular session like that, then we have to go for SQL trace plus TK proof. TK proof is nothing but it will convert our trace file into readable format.
Okay.
Okay, and auto trace. Auto trace is nothing but it is also similar to the explain plan, but it will give a little bit enhanced version compared to the explain plan. Okay, so we'll see the difference in the demo. What is the difference between explain plan, TK prof, and auto trace?
Okay.
So there are two types of optimizer modes available in Oracle database. So one is rule-based optimizer, and second one is cost-based optimizer. So what is meant by rule-based optimizer? Rule-based optimizer, it is using the ranking system, and this is for backward compatibility. And rule-based optimizer having complete set of rules for ranking access path. So whenever you are using rule-based optimizer, but if you are not choosing anything, Oracle will take care automatically. So whether it is a rule-based optimizer or cost-based optimizer. So, but if you want to go for rule-based optimizer, it is going as per the rules that are defining in the query. Suppose whatever the rules, like yesterday we have seen, right? Like a hint you are passing, right?
Yes.
In the select query, hint we are passing. So what we are doing, we are completely allowing our query to go in this path only. Instead of going Oracle prescribed path, we are telling the query to go in the ranking path. Like so, use that hint and use that index like that. So these are the specific rules that we are setting for the query. So that is nothing but rule-based optimizer.
Okay.
Okay. So then it will use the syntax statement in the combination with the data return information about the data structure to determine which execution plan. So we are telling the Oracle to use that execution plan only. So go with this hint and go with this rule and use this execution plan only. So we are only telling the Oracle to use that plan. So that's why we will call this one as a rule-based optimizer.
Okay.
So cost-based optimizer. Cost-based optimizer is nothing but so whenever you are running the query, there are different types of costs. Suppose if the query is a combination of 4 or 5 queries. So the cost is varying for each and every join, right? If the query is a combination of 4-5 tables and which contains more joins, so the cost is varying for each join, right?
Yes, yes.
The cost and number of rows retrieving for the each join is varying. So based on the cost, Oracle will estimate the best plan, and then it will choose the best
Okay.
plan, and it will give the explain plan, and it will run the query, and it will give the result based on the best plan. Okay, so that is
Okay.
nothing but cost based optimizer. Okay,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
here here optimizer mode. How to set the optimizer mode? Okay, we have three levels of optimizer modes which we can set. One is at instance level. So if you are setting the optimizer mode at P file, then it is nothing but instance level. So if you set the optimizer mode at session level, that is nothing but session level. And statement level also we can set the optimizer mode by using hint. Okay. So for setting up the optimizer mode parameter in instance level, so we need to restart the instance.
Okay.
But for statement level, even our developers also can use that statement level optimizer mode. So they can pass the hints in the query itself. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So first one is optimizer mode. So in the parameter file, what are the optimizer modes which you can set? So one is rule based, second one is choose based, first underscore rows underscore n. So n is the combination of 1 to 10, 100 and 1000. Okay. First underscore rows, yellow underscore rows. So if you set it to rule based optimizer, it will go for the rule based optimizer. Okay, as per the rules which we are defining in the query.
Okay.
And if you mention the choose based optimizer, it will go for the cost based optimizer.
Okay.
Okay. And first rows, optimizer will choose the cost based approach regardless of the presence of the statistics. And optimizer will optimizes with the best response time to return first 10 rows. So for the first 10 records or 100 records, it will choose the best plan with the best response time. You can choose this one. So usually we will have optimizer mode as choose in all the most of the environments. So if you want to set it to first rows underscore n like that, so whenever you are doing any specific activity like that, so then we will choose first underscore rows underscore n. Okay. So if it is a database application, depends upon their queries, and we are choosing these parameters. Okay. If it is optimizer mode is first underscore rows, then optimizer will use the mix of costs and will provide the best plan for the fast delivery of first few rows. Okay. So for the first few rows, it will deliver the best plan. Okay. So this will be automatically taken care by Oracle whenever you choose this parameter. But for this setting of the parameter, we need to restart our instance. Okay.
Okay.
Last, all underscore rows. So what optimizer will do? Optimizer will use the cost-based approach for all the SQL statements in the particular session, regardless of the presence of the statistics, and optimizing the best through output. Okay. So minimum response used to complete the entire statement. This is for complete statement. So this one is for first 100 or 1000 rows. So this is for some of the few rows, first few rows. But this is for all the rows. It will use the best plan. You understood the difference, right?
Okay.
So rule based is nothing but based on the rules. It is
Yes. One is
okay. Choose based is nothing but based on the cost. It is generating the plan.
Yeah.
So it is for first set of rows, first 10 or 11, 10
Choose
or
based,
100 or 1000. Yeah. And
first set of rows.
Yeah, first underscore rows is nothing but this is for first few rows. And yellow underscore rows. Yellow underscore rows is nothing but for all the rows, what is the best plan?
Okay, but all the rows are like that is a query, right? Like
Yeah, complete query. Yeah,
hello.
for the complete query. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So this one is in the parameter file only. These parameters which we can set in a parameter file only. But I want to set the optimizer mode at session level. Okay, for that particular session, I want to set the optimizer mode. So we can set this parameters at session level, first underscore rows underscore n, yellow underscore rows. Only these three which we can set at session level for that particular session which you are connected.
Okay.
And third one is at query level. Okay, at statement level or query level. Okay. This one we are using by means of hint. So whenever you are passing the hint in the query, so that is at query level optimization.
Okay.
So
Can you show me some examples of each one? Like
yeah. So first one is at parameter level, right? In the P file, which we are changing the optimizer mode equal to which we need to set. Okay.
optimizer mode equal to what?
The parameter
level.
Yeah, either choose or in the P file which we need to set optimizer mode equal to.
Yeah, choose means like yeah, based on the cost of the query.
Yeah. So only thing is optimizer underscore mode equal to choose. That this thing we need to set in the P file.
P file. And then okay. Choose. Based on the cost means like the top, like higher the cost, it will run first, right, or last?
Based on the cost, it means by reducing the cost. So which one is taking less cost?
Okay.
So suppose one query is contains 10 tables. Okay. So each table is joined in the query. Okay. So in the query, for each join, the query has to retrieve some rows, right? Suppose the first join is taking 130,000 records, and second join is retrieving 20,000. Okay. So Oracle will check for the low cost in the query. So among all the joins, which join has to execute first? So which join has to go first, like that.
Okay, and then it will execute based on that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So we'll see that one also.
Cons for this, close are like it will be based on the cost it will execute. Okay, what are the cons?
I will show you when we are running with explain plan. There some parameters will come, rows, bytes, cost, and everything.
Okay.
Then you can able to understand clearly. Yeah. So hints, how to pass hints. So this is one example to pass the hints. Okay. So first underscore rows is nothing but say first underscore. If you use first underscore rows in the hint, then for the first few records, it will go for best plan.
Okay.
You are understanding, right? Understanding, right?
Yeah. First few records, first one, yeah.
Yeah. So suppose this is the second example. Suppose there is a query, select star from table 1, where upper of gender equal to M. Okay.
Okay.
I created normal index on the gender column instead of
Okay.
functional.
Okay.
Normal index nothing but create index on gender column. Okay.
Okay.
So whenever I run this query, it is taking only normal index instead of functional index. But normal index, it is taking more response time. Okay. So I want to use my query to use the functional index. So I created index underscore gender is the functional index on the table 4. Okay. So this is the syntax to use the to restrict Oracle to use the specific index while executing this query. So this is my functional index. Index underscore gender is the functional index. This is my table 4. Table 4 is my table in which the index is available, and I am asking Oracle to use this index. So in order to put these rules or hints like that, we need to do more testing. So whether it is using properly or not, those things we need to check.
Okay.
Some round of testing is required to perform these things.
Okay. I'll check out it.
Yeah. So we have diagnostic tools. So what are the different types of diagnostic tools? One is StatSpec report. From this is for StatSpec report. So till 9A we used to call it as a StatSpec report. So after 9A, so we have a new feature like automatic workload repository report. So same as a StatSpec report.
Okay.
Okay. So which used to collect the database statistics and the SQL statements. Okay. So we are collecting all the database statistics like parameter file settings, so cache, block size and everything, and also we are collecting the top 10 sequels and all based on the elapsed time, CPU time, gates, buffer gates, physical rates, okay, IO, and executions. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the one of the interview question. Suppose one AWR report is given to you. So what are the parameters do you analyze? So we need to tell like. So once the AWR report is generated, I will check all the database parameters. Okay. So what is the version of the database, whether it is a tax system or not. Then I will go for the memory parameters, whether the memory parameters are good or not. Then I will check the top timed events. Okay. After that, I need to, based on the top 5 events, I will go for the sequence based on the elapsed time, then CPU time, okay, then gates, then IOs and physical rates and executions. So if the query is repeating in all the top 10 queries, so then I will have a look on the query and I will analyze the query.
Okay. Yep.
Sometimes if the query is using CPU 90%, then it will be good sometimes.
Okay.
So we can say like it is properly using the CPU. But if it is using 100%, then it is not good.
Okay. You're right. CPU, yeah.
Yeah, executions, fast calls, and everything we need to choose. Let me close and open VMware.
Reboot the mission or?
No, yeah, just this VMware. I closed and started again.
And one more mission is like for EMC, yeah, EMC.
Okay, Enterprise Manager.
Enterprise Manager.
Oh, yeah,
Listener is required or no? Local mission.
Without listener also it is working for me, so no need to configure.
Okay. Because I installed the OEM,
Yeah.
but when I check the status of the one, like actually it has not shown the URL. Like it is saying that it's completely successful.
Okay.
Enterprise
No,
Manager
no.
completely
The the front end itself it will show one URL will be generated. So at the time of password file or something, password is set and the OEM URL is this one like that. It will be the end of this step.
No, it's not shown that one.
Oh,
So for that, like I need to check the status. It is asking me Oracle unique ID is not defined, so set it. So
okay.
first
You use DBCA only, right?
no DPC. Actually, what it is I manually created the manually configure the enterprise manager on a database
Okay.
or
Okay.
on a manual database.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Listener is not required.
Okay, let me check. Yeah, let me
Yeah.
check. 136, I think I can fix it.
Yeah. What error it is giving?
It's not error, but it's saying like see what it is. Enterprise Manager controls EMCTL status DB console. I want to check the status control because it will show the URL right when you run this one.
Yeah.
So when I run this one, now it is showing environment variable Oracle unique not defined. Please set the Oracle unique name.
Oh, okay. So while setting up that parameter, okay, EMCTR, okay.
Because like on manually created, we will not set that Oracle unique name, right? Oracle DB
It will
name
not.
will define it.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay, let me check.
Yeah. And use DBCA once also.
Yeah, DBA I have experience. Yeah, I will try that one also. That's already done.
Oh, okay.
But I have not started that one. But I'll try one more time.
Might
It will,
be.
DBA while creating itself, it will ask, right, do you want to configure the enterprise manager? If you
Yeah.
click that option, it will go ahead and
Yeah. What happened is for me when I am generating I have a listener configured on 1521 only. Okay, 1521 port. Okay, my OEM report generated based on the different port when I use DBCA. But that time I didn't see any listener or TNS configured.
Yeah, I think, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Only thing is that port should be enabled for that server.
Okay. I switched off the IP table, like what is that? Firewall.
Okay. No firewalls. Okay, you said no firewalls. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll see what is the execution plan. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is about complete stats pack or regular report. Okay, so we can view the sequence based on the gets, reads, executions, and pass calls. Okay.
Okay.
So what is explain plan? So to generate the explain plan of the particular statement, you need to use the explain plan command in the SQL without using tracing. Okay. So how we are using? So if you run this one utl explain.sql, so it will create one plan table. Okay. Suppose if
Okay.
it is a newly created table, from that table, if you want to generate explain plan report, so we need to run this SQL utl explain.sql.
Okay.
Okay, and if you see the table will contain all these parameters which holds the plan report. Okay, in the plan table, the most useful columns are operation, options, and object name. Okay, so if
Okay.
you have to run the explain plan for the query like this: explain plan for select star from user one dot table. Okay,
Okay.
so if you are running the explain plan through sys user, then you need to put the schema name followed by the table.
Okay.
So this will explain the plan into the plan table. So whenever you run this one, so whatever the statistics of this query will be written into plan underscore table. Okay. So from the plan underscore table, if you want to see the output, it will be like this. Okay. Select. These are the columns which we can select. Okay.
Okay.
So here options. So operation select statement we are firing. Okay. So the table access is going for a full table scan. In the options, it is going for full table scan. So which object is used? Table 1 is all used, and what optimizer mode it is using? Use optimizer mode. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you want to
Give me 1 second. Can you tell me this document? This has everything. Secret.
yeah, sure, yeah.
Because I will verify each one of them.
Okay. So one of the simplest way to generate the report in good format is select star from table dbms underscore explain dot display. Okay. So
Okay.
this
These for the plan output. Okay. Execution plan output, right?
yeah. So before that you need to explain plan for select star from EMP. Then we need to run this query. So then it will give in good format.
Okay, and this table plan underscore table output, like the table is printed and reload, right, every time?
Yep.
Okay.
So everything will be stored there, and whenever you are generating newly, so only for that particular query only it will generate. Okay. So here, if you see here, we are discussing about cost, right? Choose based optimizer using for cost and everything. So if you have multiple tables in this query, then based on the join, which is taking less cost, based on that cost, it will generate the report. Oracle will give the best plan.
Okay.
So suppose in the table, if there is only one index, Oracle will choose, right, best plan. Suppose
Yes.
if there in the table, if there are multiple indexes, so sometimes Oracle also will get confused which index I need to use, something like that. So that
Yes.
time we need to pass the hints.
Oh, okay.
So we are making the Oracle work to be easier. So sometimes those parameters also will affect the performance. Creating more indexes on a table. Okay. If you are not if you are not rebuilding the index, so those things we need to check. Okay. So this is about
Okay.
explain plan. Second one is SQL trace and TK prof.
Okay.
I don't know why still it is taking more time. Okay. Second one is SQL trace and TK prof. Okay. So SQL trace is nothing but at a session level, if you want to analyze the set of queries which are running, so if you want to generate the report based on the session level, so then we will go for SQL trace. Okay.
Okay.
So we need to enable the SQL underscore trace to be true.
Okay.
So in the below we have set this one. So this is the command which we can use after session set SQL underscore trace equal to true or false.
Okay.
Okay. So suppose this is for that particular current session. Okay. So in the current session I connected to one of the session. Okay. So in the session I
Okay.
ran the PL SQL code. So in the PL SQL, like in the procedure or PL SQL code, there are set of queries that are running internally, right?
Yes. Yes.
So then it will generate the trace file for that particular procedure, and then I will set alter session, set SQL trace equal to false. Then I will go to that particular trace file. I will perform TK prof on the trace file, and then I will try to analyze. I will do the analysis on the trace file. So then we can able to identify which SQL in the procedure is taking more time.
Okay. And where did the trace file will be created? Like it's in the same.
UDOM.
Okay. Is it
User,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And then second one is for at session level, if you want to set it is true or false. Okay. Suppose what happened is I connected through one of the JDBC connection. Okay. Suppose I started one database and you are connecting through application. Okay.
Okay.
So when you are connecting through application, there will be one SID and serial hash will be there, right?
Yes. Yes.
So for that SID and serial hash, we need to put that one here, and then whether true or false. So then whatever the operations that are doing in the front end, like you are selecting the order and you are viewing the order details, okay. Then we are deleting the order. Then again you are creating new order. So for all these operations, whatever the queries that are running internally, for all the queries it will generate the trace file till you turn it false.
Right. False. Okay.
So sometimes from the front end it is the application is running very slow. Suppose when you are creating one order in the front end, so it is taking much time. Okay. So you want to know what is going on in the background. So then we will go for order session. TK prof and SQL tracing.
Okay.
Or any PL SQL code like that. So for single query, anyhow, we'll have explain plan and auto trace and everything, right? Two options we have. Okay.
Okay.
So for session level and all, we need to use the TK prof and the SQL trace.
Okay.
So and we will see like that we can generate the TK prof of the SQL trace to log file. So then it will be readable format. See, in the explain plan also we are getting this one. Count is nothing but number of times the statement was passed or executed, number of which class is issued for the statement. Okay. So in the explain plan report, you are seeing all these parameters, right?
Yes.
Rows, bytes, cost, and everything. Okay. So in the plan table, you can see all these values.
Okay.
CPU is nothing but if the statement was found in the shared pool, then the processing time for the each phase in seconds. And elapsed time, like it is in the buffer. So that's why I'm saying if the CPU is 90% also, then it will be good. So if it is crossing 90%, then we need to check that. So elapsed time is in seconds. So what is the response time? So from the disk is nothing but it is reading from the physically it is reading from the data files. So query is nothing but logical reads. Okay, logical reads in the current mode. Okay, and number of rows. Rows is nothing but number of rows. How many for the query? How many rows are retrieved?
Okay.
So next one is auto trace. So how to perform auto trace? Okay, what is the difference between explain plan and auto trace is in the explain plan, when you run the explain plan, the query output will be run internally. Okay. So, but in auto trace, it will generate the queries output and then it will give the plan statistics.
Okay.
So, how to run this one? Okay. So let us take here pulse trace.sql. See, before running any query, you need to put set auto trace on. Now here in this session, he connected to user 1. Okay. Now set auto trace on. Okay. Now auto trace is enabled. Okay. Now what are the plan statistics? So for that query, this one is sorry. So for this query, this one is the output. Select star from table. What is the output? Okay. Explain plan. So what is the explain plan report? Select statement optimizer mode choose. Okay. Table access full. So it is going for full table scan. Okay. So in the auto trace, if you see more physical reads here, we need to compulsory check the query. We should not take it lightly. So we need to analyze that query.
Okay.
Okay. If you want only statistics, set auto trace on statistics. Sometimes you will not be able to analyze the query by means of explain plan. So in that cases, you will go for auto trace. So I thought of showing multiple examples. I don't know why it is taking that. Actually, every day I used to wake up 15 minutes early and I used to start.
Okay, but
Yeah, today
does
next
it
one
take
is
this? Okay, does it take a long time like this?
no, every day it will not take because we enabled the internet, right? So that's why it is taking all the version check and everything. So when I connect to internet, it will take time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, then it will check for all the inside security parameters and everything.
Oh.
So if you are using a Dell laptop or some security settings, it will skip. So in Lenovo, some
Okay.
settings it is checking.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, this is the plan. suppose if you are using a rule-based optimizer, we need to set like this. For that particular session, you are using rule-based optimizer, and in the expense plan, you are using that hint.
Okay.
That's all underscore rows.
Okay.
So now he is taking the output from plan underscore table.
Okay.
So this concept is very, very important. One is AWR, second one is ADDM report, third one is explain plan, fourth one is SQL tracing and TTProp, and fifth one is auto trace. So if you want to work only on performance tuning, you should be strong on all these 5 tools.
Okay.
What we usually do in our organization is whenever we go to the office, we used to get some set of mails, like 100 or 50 mails from different applications. This query is taking this much time, like this. Okay, so this is the long run query, this is the long run query, like that. So,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, so based on the queries, so we Okay, I think it may take much time, I guess. So what I will do is I will send these steps. So how to perform SQL trace, explain plan, and everything. So try to practice this one. Otherwise, we'll see in next class. Are you free on tomorrow morning? Like tomorrow evening?
Tomorrow evening. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you a message like give you an hour before message.
Yeah, if you do message, we'll discuss on tomorrow, tomorrow. Otherwise, we'll have a class on again on Monday night, your timings.
Okay, yeah. I'll read you, but I'll bring you tomorrow, okay?
Okay, yeah.
I'll bring you around like 6.
Yeah.
Okay, right?
Only, yeah. So only 15 to 20 minutes only. This session I will explain all these things. Okay. So I will also send these steps to try to practice that steps. Explain plan, auto trace, and
Okay.
SQL tracing. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Venkat. Yeah. We'll meet again. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.